Hello, everyone. This is the 3 Degrees Podcast. My name is Randy Stone, and I'm so glad you showed up. So glad someone subscribed. So glad. Thank you so much. Thank you for your subscription on Facebook, YouTube, and anywhere else we decide to put these things. Let's get serious here. Let's talk about dysfunction. I grew up in a family where we put the fun in dysfunction. We excelled in dysfunction. And after, 35 years of personal recovery and 20 years of working with people at risk, I've nailed down 3 things that really cause dysfunction. 3 things that really cause dysfunction. And number 1 is trauma. Trauma, some kind of trauma. Something has happened in someone's life that arrests their development, and they can't get by, or they can't get beyond that specific moment. Some sort of trauma. Now, this trauma can happen when you're a child, or the trauma can happen later on. But there's some kind of trauma, and that trauma not dealt with will cause them to dysfunction or malfunction or stay premature in their growth. So number 1 is trauma. Number 2 is conditioning. And conditioning is the culture someone's brought up in. We're just conditioned to be this way, or we're conditioned to do this. This is the way mom did it. This is the way mom and dad did it. This is the way grandpa and grandma did it. This is the way our family did it. And right or wrong, we all have this culture or conditioning. And some people, if they're living an at-risk life, their family's done that for years. And even some people could call it a generational curse that's been passed down. And this is just conditioned responses. It's not necessarily that there was a trauma. It's just that this is how we learned how to do life. Remember, we learn how to do life from the people that are around us, from our role models. And if our role models are not doing life well, chances of us doing life well are not that great. And the third one is mental health. Mental health. And there are so many. There's depression, there's bipolar, there are these real things. Schizoaffective disorder. I don't remember if I'm saying that right. But there's so many things that people can have mental health issues that need assistance, either with medication or counseling, that are absolutely necessary. I'm a Christian. I've been a pastor, but I'm a firm believer in that some conditions need medication, and that's just the way it is. Because I've dealt with enough people and I've worked with enough people personally that I know what someone is like with and without. With and without. I worked with one client. He was he would do okay. He's real likable. He's real cool. And then all of a sudden, we got a little blurry here. And then all of a sudden, if he went without his medication, because if he feels good that he doesn't take the medication, one time he thought he was a level 3 zombie, and that's what he told me. Well, I'm a level 3 zombie. I don't know what happened to level 1 or 2, but he became a level 3. So there are some people that just need this, and they stay well and they stay okay. So I just want to throw that out there. There's root cause. A curse without a cause does not alight. That means there's a cause to these dysfunctions that are happening. And number 1 is what's number 1? Number 1 again is traumas. Number 1 is traumas. Number 2 is conditioning. And number 3 is mental health. Those three things are root causes. They're root causes to people having a dysfunctional life. That's the way it is. This is the 3 Degrees Podcast. My name is Randy Stone. So glad you joined me. Till next time, God bless and see you soon.